Today we're going to go into the details of why everyone doing a carnivore diet or a snake diet or a lion diet, of course a keto diet, should be eating a little bit of vegetables. I'm going to go into why and how much and when right now. Welcome everyone to my very trying to stay warm channel in the middle of winter starting. Okay, let's get into it. Vegetables. Everyone doing an all meat diet, not meat based, carnivore, snake, I don't care what it is, you need to have plants, and they have specific properties that you need to optimize your health. For example, fiber. I know, but specifically a prebiotic fiber. This will help stabilize your gut microbiome. The fiber ferments, and then it helps to stabilize the existing bacteria that's beneficial in your colon so you don't develop bloating, gas, tired, itchy, eczema on doing carnivore. I know. Everybody thinks that if you do carnivore, that the plants are trying to kill you, and that if you cut it out, you're just going to be great forever. But unfortunately, the gut stabilizes on a wee bit amount of fiber. We are omnivorous. We are not 100% carnivorous, or else when there wasn't any game around, we would starve. And we don't want to do that. Now we have amylase to break down starches, but we're trying to drive ketosis, which is not natural in nature to be ketotic all the time. But dare I say that if you are coming from the position of a heavy metal, forever chemicals, pharmacological overload, health issues, bad food, pesticides, toxicity, you might want to consider doing something that's not typical, and high blood sugar or high blood pressure, as a way to try to stabilize and get down the inflammation, and as well as purge out the nastiness that modern humans have, that our hunter-gatherers did not share with us whatsoever. They were clean. We are mucked up to the umpteenth degree, which is why we can't fast, which is why our blood sugar is all over the place, and why our gut sucks. And toxins in the fat cells. We don't necessarily need fiber to poop. It's very indirect. People have a dysbiotic gut, the microbes are out of whack, and then there's this sort of paralyzing of peristalsis, so the food can't move when there's all this bad gram-negative bacteria or parasites. So indirectly, we need the fiber to balance the microbiome, so then we can sort of balance the whole parasitical infestation, especially things like candida. So what kind of vegetables and how much? I mean, you don't need a lot. People think that if they do these carnivore diets that they got to be zealots and cult-like and just eat meat and salt, and then people have electrolyte issues and high B12 and gout and high uric acid, and they're like, oh, that's so weird. And I'm like, no, it's not, because this is not normal, and you guys are over gobbling up the protein because you're starving and you're afraid of eating fat. Yeah, and it's all weird. But with that said, you want to have cruciferous vegetables cooked, because yes, there's anti-nutrients. There's a goitrogenic effect, which can block iodine from getting into the thyroid, so you do not want to have this stuff in a salad. You want to cook it, and cook it quite well, but don't mashed potato it out unless you're having severe histamine. Then you would cook it all the way through. It doesn't take that much fiber to actually do the job of balancing your gut microbiome. Prebiotic fiber. You only need about a golf ball, like condensed, which is around 3 ounces to 4, like minimum, a day, one time a day. And I prefer for people, or recommend, that they eat vegetables or a plant source food like avocado. Well, you could actually have avocado any time of day, but vegetables, your cruciferous family or brassica, should be consumed around lunchtime. And I have people do this because if you have any type of histamine response to vegetables, you don't want your digestive tract to be dealing with the histamine response before you go to bed, because it can alter your sleep, it can wake you up, it can make it difficult to fall asleep, it can spike your blood sugar. So it's very, very important to have it at least by lunchtime, one time a day, or every other day. You don't need a lot, golf ball size. So stop being so zealot and strict that it doesn't have any logical purpose. A lot of people are having issues with their electrolytes. A lot of people just end up eating too much protein. They become afraid of plants. Now, I get it. If you have a severe histamine or bloat reaction to plants, you could do literally a grape size and work your way up every third day to every second day to every day to more each day, one time a day. Now, or find the foods that you react the least to by rotating, because you have broccoli, cauliflower, asparagus, cabbage, Brussels sprouts. Outside of the brassica family, you would have zucchini, or not yellow squash, but green zucchini, or you could have green beans. That's where we would sit. Salads, I would wait for that kind of stuff, even though you might eat a romaine or a lettuce. If you're having thyroid issues, if you're having histamine issues, don't go full ham on the raw until you feel like you've balanced the gut microbiome, sealed the gut wall. And then the timing of this food is important. Like I said, you would have it one time a day at bare minimum. One time a day. And a little bit. Just a wee bit. Just like I tell people to have a little bit of liver each day, like 2 ounces a day. It's not a lot. It's negligible amounts, but it's just enough to give your gut what it needs. And some people are able to get potassium from a little bit of plants, or cruciferous. The avocado is considered a fruit. It's a plant. Every day, the carbs don't matter because there's too much fat and fiber. The digestive processing, or the eating of avocado, the breaking down of it in your stomach as it goes through your whole digestive tract, it's got to get through the fat and it's got to get through the fiber. So the carbohydrates that hit your bloodstream are going very slow. It's a drip effect, which doesn't really spike the blood sugar. Not the people that I've coached over the years. So comment below, are you afraid of adding a little bit of plants back to your diet? Do you still feel like I'm full of shite and I don't know what I'm talking about? You don't need plants, when you actually do? Because look at the video series that I've been talking about, the series I've been doing with people quitting carnivore because they start having all these issues. It's a real thing. This is not a joke. It's a real thing. A lot of these guys and girls have branded themselves, make money off of this very, like, carnivore meat strict, I hate the word strict, but diet. And for them to have to quit and add plants, there's something to that. And that's why I do these videos. Comment below. My Instagram is Stephanie Ketogenic. My Facebook fan page is Stephanie the Business Person. You can sign up for a consultation through my website, through stephanieperson.com. It's in the show notes below. And my Facebook is Stephanie the Business Person. And I hate all these stupid social media things, but this is how I reach y'all. It's just the way it is. And I'm out. Energy at 57, going on 58. Wow. And then in 2 years after that, I'll be 60. We got to keep it up, people. Hormones, testosterone. Don't take them HRTs. Run from the TRT. You can fix the body naturally. Just be patient. Peace.